Ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to be simulating the Euros 10 times on this new Euros mode. We're going to keep track of the winners, how many points they get in the group, who gets knocked out where, top goal scorer, top assister, goalkeeper of the tournament with the most clean sheets, all of that. We're going to go through the first simulation together and we're going to go through the last simulation together. And then when we're done that, I'm going to show you how the simulations from 2 to 9 went and then show you the overall averages and all that stuff. So let's get on into it. So for the first simulation, we're going to take it slow because I noticed a few insane results here. Now you'll see a lack of one big favourite here. And now let's have a look at the groups. There you can see there's two of the teams that should do well that got eliminated. So in the first group, we have Germany winning, Switzerland coming second, Scotland third, Hungary fourth. That's not too crazy. And just keep in mind, guys, I'm going to be noting down all the points tallies throughout. So we'll have a track record of everyone's average points in the group stage. I'd say this is a pretty stock standard group. Then we've got Group B. You could see this happening. Although not Italy losing to Albania, Croatia losing to Albania is a bit of a shock. But it's a toss-up between those three. Italy going out isn't that much of a shock, although they might have qualified. No, they did qualify in the third place, so they're fine. We go to Group C with England coming only second with 4 points after getting decimated by Serbia, getting a draw against Denmark and narrowly beating Slovenia on the final day of the group stage to get through. Then we've got Group D. What the hell, France? What? You've lost to Austria. You've got smashed by Netherlands, and then, they beat Poland, but it was too little too late. They got bottom of the group. So no player of the tournament for Mbappe, that's for sure. And then Group E, a bit of a surprise as well. I mean, really, Ukraine and Belgium, first and second, to be fair, you might expect Slovakia to do better, but Belgium went through, that's what everyone would expect. Then we've got Group F, that's like pretty much what most people would predict, I'd say, maybe swapping Georgia and the Czech Republic. Anyway, on to the round of 16, and I'll get back to you when we're in the quarterfinals. And there you go. 4 more big teams are out. We've got some astounding quarterfinals matchups to come. If we go over to the standings, we've got Spain versus England, Italy versus Netherlands, and actually the other 4 are quite surprisingly this far into the tournament. We've got Serbia versus Switzerland, Ukraine versus Turkey. So out of the big teams that went out, England knocked out Germany, Switzerland knocked out Croatia, the Netherlands knocked out Belgium in style in a 5-3 win, and Italy took out Portugal. So no Euros for Ronaldo this year. Get back to you when we're in the semi-finals. We are now in the semi-finals, and it means more big teams are out. And just so you know, we're not going to be doing this for every simulation, probably just this one and the last one, and then I'll show you the overall stats and all that. But we head over to the semi-finals. These are the matchups: England versus Netherlands and Turkey versus Serbia. Other than England, you wouldn't really expect these nations to walk away with the Euros this year. Netherlands, yes, they've got a solid team, but you wouldn't expect them to win the whole thing. The fact that Turkey or Serbia are going to be in the finals is crazy. We're just going to simulate this through. We're going to stay on. Obviously, England have a crazy team. They've got 88 Bellingham, 88 Foden with live form. Here we go. They probably beat the Netherlands. No! Frankie de Jong wins it for the Netherlands in the 84th minute. The English have bottled it again in the latter stages of the tournament. It means Netherlands are going to be playing either Turkey or Serbia in the finals of the first Euro. We could have a massive, massive upset in the first simulation. No, this is crazy. France did not even make it out of the group, and now we're going to have a Turkey or Serbia in the final. I doubt any of the other group stages are going to be as shocking as this. That's for sure. And because Turkey and Serbia were such underdogs, I didn't even have them selected for the simulation. Turkey managed to beat Serbia. We'll have a look at what the score was. They beat them 3-2. Unfortunately, we don't know if there was a last-minute winner or what. Just in case, because I know simulations can be weird on this game, we're going to look at the top scorers, because I'm just going to note down the number 1 scorer, and it is Dusan Tadic equal with Milinkovic-Savic. Then Oyarzabal with 6. In this case, do we consider Oyarzabal top scorer because he played less games? It's not the Serbs' fault they played more games. They've just played better as a team. And top for assists is also Milinkovic-Savic. Wow, so he is having an incredible tournament. Right, here we go. Netherlands versus Turkey in the finals. You expect Netherlands to win this, but you never know. Turkey are clearly some big underdogs. And yeah, the Netherlands do win. Gakpo with a goal and De Jong with another goal. So as you can see right now, all the animations are playing, and it's going to eventually show that Netherlands beat Turkey in the final 2-0. I don't think many people would predict this. I think it's a very, very unlikely final, but there you go. Netherlands have won in our first simulation. We've only got 9 more to go.
2,000 years later.
And these are the matchups for the last of the simulations in the round of 16. Obviously, I want Germany to do well. Versing Spain in a round of 16 is not going to make that easy. So we'll quickly have a look at all the finishes in the group stages. And as you can see, a bit of a shock here. Switzerland finishing on top. Don't worry, guys. There's a lot of shocks in this video. We will look at it right at the end, like I mentioned at the start. So Switzerland topping that group and Germany coming second with only 4 points, by the way. Considering how well we played against Scotland, I'd like to think we're going to finish with 9 points in this group in real life. Then we've got that for Group B. Pretty standard. I'm going to spoil a little bit. Italy, Spain, Croatia, very interchangeable in this. And even Albania got second and third, and maybe even first a couple times. I'm not too sure. We've got Group C here. Slovenia and England both on 7 points. Denmark and Serbia both on 1. And France topping the group on 9 points, with Poland and Netherlands equal on 4 points, and Austria at last with 0. Then Group E, again pretty standard. Belgium, Slovakia, with 9 points and 6 points. Ukraine and Romania both with 1. And for Group F, Portugal top it with Turkey in at second, Georgia third, and Czech Republic in fourth. And these are the matchups. We've just had a look. And here we go, the first of the round of 16. I hope Germany win. All I've been doing is keeping the lineups they have. I hope we win this. And we do! Come on, lads. Let's win it, just like we're going to do in real life. So basically, all I've been doing this whole time is been adding it to my spreadsheet after every result in the knockout stages. So Spain out in the round of 16. It is annoying me a bit how slow those animations are and how you can't skip them. But we've got Switzerland versus England here, and I'm assuming England will get the win here. No! They lose. Switzerland beat England on penalties. They've bottled it. England are not going to win the 10th simulation, and that means they go out in the round of 16. There you go. Next matchup, Italy versus Netherlands. A very close game, I'd assume. Two very evenly matched teams, and Netherlands take out Italy. We've got Poland versus Slovakia here, or is that is Slovakia, right? Relatively evenly matched. Probably Poland take this away. They do. Lewandowski missing a penalty. 3-0 win, and Slovakia are out. Portugal versus Croatia. On paper, Portugal should wipe the floor. I don't know if they will. Croatia have been solid, and no, they do get the win. Croatia are out. Every team in Group B is now out of the tournament officially. We now have Belgium versus Hungary. Hungary are the team who finished third in Group A. Are they going to be the first team to go out from Group A? Yes, they are. They're out. And just so you guys know, I have got a screenshot of every tournament bracket, so you know I haven't just lied on the spreadsheet. France versus Turkey. Ooh, a narrow 1-0 win for France means Turkey exit the tournament. And that is the round of 16 done. And basically, I haven't got Georgia or Slovenia selected because they wouldn't normally make it very far, you would assume. So it's just auto-simmed that game. I've had nothing to do with that. But yes, Georgia are out in the round of 16. We now move on to the quarterfinals, and it's looking like a favourable matchup for Germany. Also a favourable matchup for Netherlands. They should beat Switzerland. Obviously, oh no, they don't. There you go, Netherlands out. I was going to say, obviously, Netherlands, I believe, did win the first simulation we did against Turkey in the finals, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Netherlands out in the quarterfinals, meaning the winner of Portugal or Poland is going to play Switzerland in the semi-finals. Portugal versus Poland. I believe last time they matched up in the Euros, Portugal beat them in extra time, I want to say, 2016. Are they going to beat them again in extra time? No, but they are going to beat them with a Ronaldo goal in the 55th minute. And that means that it is going to be Portugal versus Switzerland in the semi-finals of the Euros, which this matchup did happen in the most recent World Cup, and I think that was the game that they won 6-1, if I'm not mistaken. Slovenia versus Germany, come on. Yeah, 4-1, easy win, Slovenia, goodbye. And Germany will be playing the winner of this game in the semi-finals of the Euros, Belgium versus France. We've had this matchup a few times in the sim, I believe, and it has gone both ways, I do think. Belgium's team, actually rating-wise, is not very good apart from De Bruyne, but somehow they've managed to do okay. And France lose to Belgium. I'm not going to say what that means, but it means something very significant about these simulations. That's all I'm going to say. So France are officially out in the 10th and final simulation, meaning that our semi-finals matchups are Switzerland versus Portugal and Belgium versus Germany. First, semi-finals, Switzerland versus Portugal. Should be an easy win for Portugal. Rating-wise, they are the better team. And it's not an easy win. It's gone to extra time, but they do get over the line, and Switzerland are out in the semi-finals. On paper, this should be a very easy win for Germany against Belgium. Just looking at the ratings of the players on both teams. But you never know with these simulations. And Germany do win with a, no Wirtz hat-trick, but he does get two. One in the dying moments of the game. So Germany versus Portugal in the finals of our final simulation. So Belgium, goodbye, you're out in the semi-finals. And here we go. Ronaldo versus Musiala. Or Cruz versus Toni Kroos versus Ronaldo, whatever you want to say. Germany, one of the favourites to win. Portugal, also one of the favourites to win. So it's no surprise that they match up against each other in the finals. Bernardo Silva's out. Palhinha's out. I hope Germany win. And they don't, unfortunately. Havertz scores in the 49th minute, but a Rafael Leao goal in the 65th and a Joao Felix goal in the 89th minute wins it for Portugal in the final. So Portugal win, Germany runners up. We do quickly as well need to check who was top scorer. And we've had a few interesting top scorers in this sim, a few not surprising ones either. And who's won the Golden Glove. So, who do we give this to? We give it to Lukaku. I've just been going based off who it says is won. So Lukaku wins the Golden Boot with 5. And who wins top assists? Bruno Fernandes with 6. Wow. And the Golden Glove is probably Costa, the keeper. No, we'll give it Szczesny because it says he's on top, even though Costa also has 2. So all the simulating is done. We've obviously seen that Netherlands won the first simulation and Portugal won the last one. But now let's go and take a look at the spreadsheet. I've got the results of every single group stage and it's on your screen right now. It might look a little bit confusing at the moment, but basically we've got Sim 1, we've got Sim 2, 3, 4, all the way through to 10. This is how many points each team got in that sim. And then we've got the average amount of points that each team got in the group stage. So, obviously we can see that Germany has performed relatively well the whole time. They've got an average of 5.9 points. But if we go and click on largest to smallest, then we can see the best performing teams in the group stage. In at first, we've got Portugal with an average of 6.7. Then we've got England with 6.5, France with 6.3 points. This is Belgium with 6.2, Germany with 5.9, and the first big shock is Slovakia with 5.3. That's mainly due to their group being relatively easy, although they're probably not the team that most people would expect to go through relatively easy in their group. They're in the same group as Belgium. They were the two that went through the most times, I believe. And then we can see at the bottom there, also in Group E, is the worst performing team at the Euros in the group stage, Romania, who on average were getting 1.2 points in the group stage, which is really, really bad. The most they had in any of the sims was 4. Then we've got Scotland, which we can't really blame them. Their group is relatively hard. Same with Albania. They managed to get 4 points twice, which is quite impressive. Then we've got Slovenia. To be honest, when doing the Sims, I didn't think they did that bad, but I guess they did. They did manage to top the group at one point. The biggest disappointment that we've seen so far is Austria with only 2.5 points per average, or not per average, 2.5 points on average in the group stage. Considering they are in Group D, though, that's a very tough group, but you definitely expect Poland to do worse. But Poland, from Group D as well, averaged 4 points on average. And then another big shock is the Netherlands, who averaged less points on average than Poland, which, again, I'm going to say the word shock again, which is shocking considering they actually won the first simulation we did. So you could feel free to pause this and have a look at the data, make your mind up on this. What would you think the most interesting result? Let me know what the biggest surprises were you think down below in the comments. But as you can see in the bottom, we've also got the group stage place. It's going to be a relatively similar list to this, but as you can see, we've got which place they finished in every single simulation. And if we go to smallest to largest, this will show who finished the highest on average. It's basically the exact same as the points because, well, if you get more points, you finish higher, but it's not the exact same. As we can see, Romania, Scotland, Albania, that's the same, but Austria move up by 1, who on average actually finished 3rd, but that's because it's very even. As you can see, on average, Poland finished in 2.6, so yeah, and Netherlands were in 2.8 points on average. Sorry, not 2.8 places on average. By the way, guys, with all this data, I'm going to be doing a separate video on this is who EAFC think are going to win the Euros. I'm going to show you, like, if we take all these averages and put them into everything and look at the results head to head, who EAFC think are going to win. But again, this is, I think England were on top for group stage points as well. No, it was Portugal then England. For this, it's England then Portugal. So obviously, if Portugal get more points on average but finish top on less, or if they finished at the top less times, that means that Turkey or whoever else in their group also managed to perform well, whereas with England, they finished higher on average because the other teams in their group didn't perform as well. As you can see, the second highest, Group C, finished 2.6, and then you got Serbia with 2.9, and then Slovenia with 3.2. Now we move on to the most confusing looking thing, but I'm hoping it'll make sense. We go on to where each team finished. Now there's going to be a lot of data here, but we'll quickly look. Focus on the left side for now. This is where every team finished in the tournament. For every single one of the simulations, as you can see, Germany in the first one, round of 16. So RO16 is round of 16. QTR is quarterfinals. JRP is group stage. SF is semi-finals. RU is runners-up. And winners is win. So, yeah, we can't sort these because I'm not talented enough at Excel to know how to give value to these words, I guess. But you can see already a pattern with some teams who are winning more. But if you pay attention over to the right-hand side, this is what I find the most interesting. We'll sort by smallest to largest. This is the amount of teams who've ended their tournament in the group stage. And as you can see, Germany, Croatia, England, Belgium, and Portugal throughout 10 simulations never got eliminated in the group stage, not a single time. And the two teams who got eliminated the most in the group stage were Romania and Scotland with 9, meaning they would have a 90% chance of going out in the group stage. And then you can see both of their best finishes was only in the round of 16, so they didn't get much further than that. And that's also indicated in the best finish and the worst finish we can see there. Obviously, most teams did get grouped at one point. And I would say if we're looking at the shocks for who got grouped, the biggest shock is probably Austria getting grouped 6 times out of 10, so more than half. You would really expect Poland to be in there quite low, but Poland, were only knocked out in the group stage once, and that was in the 3rd simulation we did. So very impressive for them. And France, obviously, in the first simulation we did got knocked out, but apart from that, did not manage to lose a single one, or did not manage to get knocked out in the group stage a single time. We'll then sort by the round of 16. Again, we'll go smallest to highest. So Scotland and Romania obviously got knocked out there twice. We saw that. Who got knocked out the most, actually? That's what I want to look at, largest to smallest. In the round of 16, Slovakia got knocked out the most. So essentially what that shows is that they were barely scraping it through the group because they had an easy group, and as soon as they got to the knockouts, they were found out. Similarly with Belgium, who were also in the same group, they got knocked out a lot. And then interestingly, Portugal also getting knocked out in the round of 16 6 times. That's quite a lot. And then we've got England with 4. And it's pretty standard from here. Everyone got knocked out there at least once. We'll then look at the quarterfinals from largest to smallest. Croatia and Germany and Italy all being knocked out 4 times in the quarterfinals. Interestingly, Italy 3 times knocked out in the group stage. We didn't know that before. Obviously, the teams who have 0, 0, 0, 0, it's because they never reached that far in the tournament. We'll quickly look at the semi-finals now. Switzerland lost in 3 semi-finals. England also lost in 3 semi-finals. Poland losing 2 semi-finals, meaning they got much further than you would expect, alongside France, Belgium, and Denmark also losing twice in the semi-finals. And then you can see the rest the further down you go the list. Now, who lost in the final the most times? And that is France, losing in the final 2 times. And I'm sure if you pay attention to the right, you can also see they didn't win a single one. Hence why I said it's very significant when they got knocked out by Belgium, because they didn't win a single one the whole sim. And also Turkey getting runner-up twice. I think that yeah, in the first sim and the 9th sim, they managed to get runners-up. And then, if we eventually go to the end, largest to smallest, Portugal swept this simulation, winning the last 2. They got 3 out of 10 wins. England getting 1, Germany getting 1, Spain getting 1, Croatia getting 1, Netherlands getting the first one, and Italy also getting themselves a win. Sorry, I've just missed. I meant to say Denmark there. Denmark obviously up there getting a win as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos. This is what EA predicts will happen if you do 10 simulations. I'm going to do another video where I mentioned it before. I'm just going to take their average position in the group stage, and I'm going to go on the online predictor. And then, like, for example, say we have a matchup of Germany versus Portugal. I'm going to look at the knockout stages, and however, if Portugal beat Germany more often than Germany beat Portugal, I'm going to put Portugal to go through. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy. Yeah. Bye-bye.